Hey guys, SeanB, and today I want to share with you guys a Dragons B12 team featuring the Water 2A Inugami Icaru, and it is trending on Reddit right now. A speed team that is potentially 100% farmable, but the rune requirement might be a little bit crazy, but it is a speed team and looks really good. The thing about Icaru is that his team up can take 3 other units, so he can potentially take an entire team with him. And if you have multiple Icaru, you can reduce the cooldown of team up and you can team up infinitely with a Verde to do damage. So let's take a look at the run before we dive into the details. So that was the run. Incredible, right? The team was constantly moving to do damage to the boss and the mid boss. This is the rune of the Verde in the team. As you can see, the Verde was the main damage dealer and the Icarus were mainly for the team up. And the Verde was doing so much damage on Rage Blade build. This is some insane rune, by the way. This is not simple to achieve, but that was pretty crazy to see. For the Icaru, he's only trying to get the defense value so that you can team up with 3 other allies. So the runes probably are not too important, but what is important is the accuracy for the defense break and the defense value to get the team up with all other allies. And there were only 4 units in the team so that the Icaru will always team up with a Verde and nobody else. If you add another unit in, potentially you would not get a Verde and then you would not get an infinite turn cycling and infinite team up. So there were only 3 Icaru and 1 Verde. Right here, he's probably using accuracy artifact to make sure that he get the defense break going. That's why he's only rocking 40% accuracy. Icaru skill 1 defense break very reliably, so you only need to hit the defense and the accuracy check. Once again, a lot of defense and ample accuracy for the defense break here. So all the Icaru are not doing any damage. Skill 1 of Icaru and team up do damage scale with attack. So they don't really do any damage besides providing just a little bit of damage right there. So you try your best to get maybe additional damage by defense and accuracy for him to land a defense break. So those are the 3 Icaru rune, and the Verde is on a pure damage set to do damage on the boss. The trick is to kill the boss before the immunity go up. The moment the immunity go up, the run will be over. So what is important here is rune quality. There's no RNG involved. There are 3 units to defense break all the time, so you will never miss a defense break right there. So if you hit the damage threshold for the Verde and the stat requirement for the Icaru to team up with 3 other allies and enough accuracy to defense break, I think this is gonna be the best speed team for Dragons B12. And that looked really amazing to utilize a unit that nobody really care about. Maybe I'm gonna build this team for myself because it looks really amazing. The Verde is on some crazy rune though. That is better than my Beliger set and maximum crit as well. So I'm not sure if you can lower the Verde rune requirement for this, but the Icaru requirement I think is achievable. You are only aiming for the defense and the accuracy. I don't think he planned to do any damage with this build right here. So mainly for the defensive stats. I think the exact value is somewhere in the 3,300 defense for you to get the team up with 3 other allies always. And you don't need to have sustain on Verde or any of the doggo at all, because I think he aimed to kill the boss right before anything even move. Even if the boss get to take one turn, I think you don't need that much HP and defense to tank one hit from the dragons. So I'll link the Japanese YouTube channel down below. Please check him out, subscribe to the channel, give him your support, because all these Japanese players, they are thinking of some crazy team for you guys out there. The Bailey Jensen R5 team that everybody is using right now was originally developed by a Japanese player as well. So these players are pushing the limit of the game and thinking of creative ideas to allow us to enjoy the game from a different perspective. Even the competitive RTA tournament for the Japanese region show us that you don't have to RTA with Gani Hathor. You can RTA with Bastet, you can RTA with more aggressive unit and can still stay on top of, you know, the RTA bracket. And in a ladder, we see a lot of Japanese player cleaving. We see a lot of Japanese player doing very weird things. And I think you gotta keep them the biggest credit possible, because they are just amazing in the community. And we need more Japanese players to do all these kind of things so that we can play the game and have a lot of fun with it too. Because nobody would have thought about Icaru being in DB12, right? So those were some crazy runes. But maybe I'm gonna do it myself. I'm using a safer DB12 team right here. Not really a fast team, but this team that I'm using right now is also a very safe team. I haven't failed this team in at least 1,500 energy since I started using this combination right here with Ken and Abigail. My team strategy is more about controlling the tower and doing damage with Spectra on Violent build. So what do you think is the team for you? I'm going to show the runes right after this run as well. Let me know in the comments what you think about the team in general. This is the team I'm currently using, Verde on Violent, Attack, Crit Rate, Attack. I'm not sure how I can achieve the rune that he showed with a triple Icaru team, but maybe I'm going to try my best to build that team too. Abigail on Violent Focus, Speed, Good Damage, and Attack. So the strategy behind this team is to push back the tower and do damage with Spectra and Ken. Ken can put branding on the dragon boss, so Spectra can do some really massive damage. Ken is on speed, good damage, and attack. So try to get maximum crit rate and good accuracy for the unit to land debuff. I'm on my way to maxing Ken's skill, so I can push back the attack bar frequently as well as stripping the immunity if I need to. The extra 20% half-full effect rate for Ken's skill 2 is very important. Lawrence on Vio, shield to protect the team. I don't think you have to be this fast. The only thing I care about Lawrence is she is moving in front of the Spectra, so that if Spectra decides to use skill 2 to start the round on the boss stage, then you will do good damage and not miss out on that 40k nuke from Spectra. So this is my team. My team is different from the triple Icaru team, but my team so far has been 100% success rate as well. This is a more of a control team. There are many replacements you can try and use in this team. So let's assume everybody has Ken, because Ken is free to play, and you get free skill up for Ken as well. So the only unit that is not really free to play friendly here is the Abigail, but she was HOH recently, so maybe some of you guys have her, but you can definitely replace her with something that strip and attack by pushback AoE. The one that goes into my mind right now is the Water Homunculus, which strip skill 1, attack by pushback skill 2, and dots in skill 3. The dots will allow Ken to do more damage according to debuff, so that is a very good unit to use as well. There are many Nat 5 options for the Abigail, which is Taeor, the Water Chimera for attack by pushback and big damage, Poseidon for the AoE pushback and slow debuff, but Poseidon doesn't really do any damage in the dungeon boss. So I would say I think Abigail is much better than Poseidon. Somebody say Virat, but I don't really like that. So Water Homunculus, you can try out the Water Magic Knight Lapis for the Abigail spot for the attack by pushback. Might be good, might not be good. But the thing about Abigail is her ability to strip the immunity in case that you miss auto strip with Ken and Lauren. Happened before, I've seen her strip many times. And even if she doesn't strip, she pushed back the tower attack bar by a huge amount that allow for Ken and Spectra to keep doing damage on a boss that is branded and defense broken. There are 2 teams for you to try out this coming auto farm season. You need that 100% team, and maybe you're gonna try out the Icaru team. I personally may build a triple Icaru. I built triple rock before, so I think nothing's gonna stop me from building triple Icaru. And that's it for me for today for Dragon's B12 Talk. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, please check out the Japanese player channel link down below. Give him a subscribe. Let him know that he did an amazing job for that triple Icaru team. It looks really solid and I want to try it out. And that's it for me as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.